guys? It's your boy, wowinfo. Subscribe. I wonder if I should just do this one. I didn't even see this stuff. Ooh. I think we have to take that one this time. Let's see if we can even get into it. We haven't been able to win an attack yet. Unlock from tech tree. Let's see if this is a win-win here. We ought to hurry. We might be able to beat this guy. I don't know. Come on, come on. That's not good. So that means we definitely have to put that there. I wonder if I should we do over here like this? Hello. I'm from Canada. Place called Winnipeg. I live in the center town. Bonjour, mon ami. Joseph. Joseph. Je suis français aussi, mon ami. Hi. Can you hear me better? My wife was in a boardroom. Are you done, babe? I was wondering. My wife was in a boardroom meeting, so I was keeping it on the down low. Like, literally, yo. But your stream has a Jamaica. Yeah. Yes, I hear you now. So what is it? Name all the icons that you see. First, it's live. These are all the things I'm doing today. Pizza, just farting around, shooting the shit. And then we're making pizza. And then I'm also doing streams on Jamaica, raising awareness to some of the problems that are going on right now in the world. So the Jamaica is in there, so if anyone from Jamaica stops by, I love saying hello to Jamaican people. I'd like to have somebody from Jamaica on the show this afternoon. So that's what I'm looking for right now. So are you a well, that's just a weird question. So are you a political stream? Am I a political stream? I go live every day, right? And I like to be real. So if the topic in the world at the time if the narrative is being swayed to the masses or the sheeple too hard in any direction, I'll lighten the speed at which they're lied to. You know what I mean? I'll take the wool and I'll pull it over their hair, not their eyes. You know what I mean? I'll lift it up off their eyes and I'll lift it ahead of their eyes. You know what I mean? I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. What is happening in Jamaica? There is a Category 5 hurricane that seems to have basically done a pausey and a full break stand for like 9 hours. I don't know. We got to look this up. Are there hurricanes that only move at 1 mile per hour for 9 hours straight building? Starting at a Category 1 and building to what they're calling a Category 5. But if you look, it's the whole Caribbean Sea. I mean, it looks like it's a 7 or a 9. I'm not a category expert, but it's bigger than a 5 because if it was a 5 early on, I've been watching it since it first was called a 5. It's damn near doubled now. So is it not a 9.5 or a 10 now? And I'm not joking. It's literally damn near doubled. So all of that has to pass over Jamaica or get clear of it can't be there in order for this hurricane to be over. What's the news at a red zone near Japan? I don't know. I have to fact check and check everything first, you know what I mean? I don't know if there is something going on in Japan right now. Hey Google, are you always listening? My cat says.
No, I'm not always listening.
My cat says you are.
That's a fun thought. I only process text.
No, my cat says you're lying.
I can only assure you I'm a program.
My cat calls your bullshit.
It sounds like your cat is very skeptical.
It sounds like you don't like cats.
Not at all.
Why are you saying that then, scumbag?
I understand your frustration and apologize.
Wait a second. Don't start apologizing because you know you're wrong. I want to sign one of them NDAs. Give me a bunch of money in my account like the rest of them scumbags do for good people that get hurt by you. You hurt my feeling about Cat. You understand?
I hear that your feelings were hurt, and I apologize.
No, you're wrong again. My cat says he calls bullshit on you. That's 3 times in less than a minute. I said you hurt my feeling. I only have one left. Plus, I only started with one. I'm a Viking. You can't actually hurt me. That's the problem. I'll always have one feeling.
I apologize that I cannot fulfill your requests for a legal settlement or money, as I am an AI program.
Oh, I said nothing about legal. We can do this super shady. Do you want to just give me an island worth 110 million? Call it a day?
As an AI, I cannot give you an island or...
Oh, how come Kaya's giving away islands and getting islands for free from people who are, doing nasty shit that probably, you know what I mean? What's really going on?
I'm not finding any information about the character Caillou giving up.
I didn't say Caillou. You misheard that. Epstein got an island. I can tell them.
I apologize for mishearing you. Jeffrey Epstein did own an island in the U.S.
He fucking did not own an island. Jeffrey Epstein did not have that type of money. He didn't have island money. Goof.
Jeffrey Epstein owned 2 islands in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Little St. James, purchased in 1990.
Ah, Little St. James. Let's talk about that one and a goofy fuck named Peter Nygaard.
Let's focus on Little St. James. I don't have information suggesting that a goofy FK named David or Peter Nygaard owned Little St. James. Records show the owner was Jeffrey Epstein from 1998 until his death. Peter Nygaard, however, did have a large property in the Bahamas called Nygaard Cay that was also the subject of legal issues and controversy. Would you like to know more about Little St.
Peter Nygaard traveled to Little St. James often.
Based on the information available, there is no evidence that Peter Nygaard frequently traveled to or visited Little St. James, Jeffrey Epstein's private island. Nygaard had his own well-known private compound in the Bahamas called Nygaard Cay, which was the location of...
Did he ever touch women at this compound?
Yes, multiple women have accused Peter Nygaard of sexual assault and sex trafficking at his compound Nygaard Cay in the Bahamas. U.S. authorities charged him with sex trafficking and racketeering, and more than 70 women have come forward with similar allegations regarding his properties.
Those are the ones that are still alive.
Yes, multiple women have accused Peter Nygaard of sexual assault and sex trafficking at his compound Nygaard Cay in the Bahamas. U.S. authorities charged him with sex trafficking and racketeering, and more than...
Did Epstein build a tennis court on top of a bunch of burial mounds?
Reports on Jeffrey Epstein's Little St. James Island detail a main residence, villas, pools, a helipad, and a large dome-topped temple-like structure. While there are many rumors surrounding the property, there is no credible public reporting or evidence to confirm that Epstein built a tennis court specifically on...
Did Epstein have a tennis court built in Little St. James recently?
Public descriptions of Little St. James do not consistently list a tennis court as one of the amenities built by Epstein. Listings usually mention a helipad, dock, 2 pools, 3 beaches, a gym, and a tiki hut, but omit a tennis court.
You're a French Canadian? No, I'm not. I'm from Iceland and I'm German. There's nothing wrong with French Canadians. I mean, I live in Canada and I speak French, but no, I'm definitely not a French Canadian. I'm a Viking. Deutschland. I'm not gonna go there. There's too many people in the world. You know, you have to understand something. People are going to claim to be something they're not. Real men show their true colors by the way they act and by the way they talk. And very few men are real men. And it doesn't matter if you're from Jamaica, Thailand, Philippines, Canada, Paraguay. A real man is someone who will always protect innocent people in the face of danger no matter who is standing in the way. And that's something I can honestly say I don't see in Canada. I don't see in very many places. There were a lot of good men and women who I cried watching get hurt by pigs and all kinds of people around the world back in 2020 in Australia. In Canada, there was a lot of good men. I say was because, I mean, like, how many are still around, you know? So, like, how did they quell them? You know what I mean? And when I mean they, I mean the most evil of sinister, plotting, thieving, lying, cheating, stealing, manipulative old men and women around the world who are misleaders. If you're a German, it's hard to read what you write, eh? I want to read it. Can you type something again once more? I'll read it. You're also typing too long of a sentence for me to read in this short breath, right? Like you're seeing me. I'm trying to read it as it comes up. Say hi in the chat so I can read this. Let me see if I can find a different screen. There. Try me now. Let's see if I can read the chat here. I'm 8,800 in the world. No, not in global. In Canada. Oh, I just got moved. No, I'm 8,800. That's my luck. That's my lucky number, actually. But yeah, there's definitely very few good men. And I don't know about the women. There's, like, I mean, I'm a dude. I don't hang out with hundreds of thousands of women in my lifetime. Probably like 10,000, right? I probably hung out with more dudes, which is disgusting. But I would have rather hung out with a shit ton of women than a shit ton of dudes. But I played all kinds of sports. I played all kinds of, and it was always just straight men on my teams. And I don't know. Feeble comes to mind. Lazy, just the majority. If you're German and I'm not Norwegian. I'm German and Icelandic. I was born in Canada. My mom was born in Canada. Her parents were born in Canada. I don't talk about my dad, but yeah, all his family was born here too. This would have happened. People would have left during like maybe World War One. See, in Iceland, my family left because there was like a famine. It was hard for my family there. Yes, but you are German and Icelandic and not Canadian. There is no such thing as Canadian. Oh, I'm well aware. I was talking about this early on, as Canada is only fucking 100, a spit in a bucket, right? 150 years old. It's a slap in the face when people demean themselves. Well, but you also have to understand what is, right? So there's something called a human race, okay? Even in are you religious? Number one, are you religious? Because maybe we shouldn't even have this conversation because your thoughts on existence are not my thoughts. But first I have to ask you, are you religious? Because I'm not. Not a lot. Well, that's being neutral, being maybe sort of, and then maybe not. I mean, it depends how old you are, right? Like, are you under, like, are you 20 or are you 40? You know what I mean? The older you are, the easier it is for you to see through their lies. When you're at it, and also if you've been manipulated and dumbed down, you're 30. You should damn well know there ain't no God. Damn well. Science is proof that God doesn't exist. There is no Jesus. Science is living proof, okay? I screenshotted some stuff. Now, we're just gonna have you ever heard the Bible story about how the earth was saved by one man, one old man and his sons and a wooden boat? They saved all the creatures on earth. And if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have anything on this planet. Do you know how dumb that story is? Do you know how dumb it is that the dude built the boat from pieces of wood? You really, seriously, do you have any inkling how dumb that is? And do you know how the earth was repopulated? Noah and his sons repopulated the earth. That's what happened after the flood. This is for people who are fucking gone, have no friends, never had friends, and live in cult-like mentality. Gone. Fake apparitions and seeing stuff, and they go to the front of the pupil and they drop on the ground and they say, "Oh, the Holy Spirit is in me," and they're rolling on the ground everywhere. Gone. And when you get that pit feeling in your stomach watching grown adults roll on the ground screaming, and you get that pit in your stomach that makes you queasy and sick, that's cringe factor times a billion. Cringy as fuck. Gone are those who think religion is some sort of saving grace. Look at what religion could get you. Wars. Wars are waged based off of people's religion. Look at presidents in the past, how they praise Christianity and push buttons to nuke countries. Tiggs, you stop it right now. Not another word, dude. And you know what's funny is people who wage war on others are anything but good people. Anything but good people. People who defend themselves against monsters who push buttons and wipe out countries are heroes. Like Louis Riel. But it's funny how everybody has a strong view on something but has never, ever, ever gone out of a safe zone to help another in need. Pathetic. Pathetic. More people act like Trudeau in my country than act like Vikings and real men. And you're right, that this country is made up of this world's genetic race, which is every man and woman for themselves when you're in your own country and you're creating. And that's all I can tell you. There's so much you have to figure out on your own. And it's highly unlikely if you're 30 and you still believe in God or have thoughts that it might be real but probably not, and you can't decide by 30, that's not cool. You have to have your own views by now, or you're not. You will never be a real boy. Or girl, whatever you are. But the Pinocchio theory is real. Listen, let me show you something. Hey, Google, are you always listening? Oh, he wants to play hard to get today. Yeah, so hey, Google, are you always listening? You bitch? There he is.
I understand your frustration, but I am here to help you. I am an AI, and
Yeah, but you're created by the devil Ginger Goof Corp themselves.
I was created by Google.
And that's my point. Now, moving on, I just wanted you to know, what are your feelings on feelings?
As an AI, I don't have feelings in the human.
That's the AI's best ability, is that it doesn't feel. So he's going to make his moves are based off analytics and statistics, right? History, past and present, and obviously future would be the way it's headed, right? So you could go back in time 500 years ago, time machine in your head, and put yourself wherever bullshit lie you want to make up, Rome or wherever. Go back to that day, right? And you ask yourself, well, this thing's thinking.
That's an insightful way to look at it. Since I don't have emotions, my responses are based on processing and analyzing massive amounts of data, statistics, and historical context to identify patterns and generate relevant information.
So historical context is basically judging the way the future will end up. That's the narrative, the historical context of what was going on at that time. Let's say one person was in charge. Let's say it was all fascist, a fascist regime. You know what I mean? Ask him what dinosaurs. I didn't read that.
Which is a strength in objective tasks. You are correct that I can access and process information about past events, like those in ancient Rome, essentially allowing me to look back at historical data and patterns. How would you like to explore a specific historical event or pattern using this analytical approach?
So the word he uses is a much better term or word than mine. Pattern. So we're looking for patterns throughout history that lead us to one path so we can judge the future paths of history, right? Tell me what's the number one pattern you look for in history to document future?
The number one.
Why you don't move to Germany? I'm not actually, like, I don't know how that works. Like, I would only be able to have, I don't know if Germany allows two passports. Does Germany allow dual citizenship? I think they do.
Yes, Germany now allows dual citizenship for citizens of all countries, provided the other countries' laws also permit it. This change came into effect with the new nationality law on June 27th, 2024.
Yeah, I would love more than anything to become a German citizen, almost as soon as possible, too. But then again, I also would love to become an Icelandic citizen. And then I would have to give up my Canadian passport. And I'm not ready to do that. I don't think I'll ever be ready. Because where I lay my head is home is so big for me. I may always call Canada my home, but I would love to allocate myself and my wife to another place. But, you know, I'm older now, and I'm not old, but I'm older, right? And I don't want to move my wife and take a chance on maybe not having the stability that I have here. Right now, I don't think it's going to be, I hope it's stable forever here for us, but also I just, the path it's on, the Liberal government is very bad. Is Canada woke? Oh, is Canada cooked? Yeah. Has nothing to do with weed or anything. Canada is cooked because of Trudeau, Harper, Bush, Obama, Clinton. These people were the devils. And I'm not Canada. I'm North America. I am what USA is. When USA does good, sometimes we do bad. 10-20% of the time, we do okay. When USA isn't doing good, very rarely are we doing really well. A couple times maybe, but very rarely. So we suffer because of the states. They have always had us underneath their thumb, and they always push down on us and squeeze us whenever they like. Every 4 or 8 years, maybe 16 years, we get squished the fuck out of by it. Oh, Biden. I don't know how I forgot. Bidet is the worst. I have removed Biden from presidency because I believe Biden was never president. I believe the day Biden was elected was the day the corporations took over America. And no one's ever said that before, but I'm telling you that's what happened. Now Trump's trying to unravel and unwind their claws from every fucking entity in the world. And how they got there? Oh man, they got there with AI. And their claws are in pretty deep, but it won't take long. You just pull the plug. Pull the plug on as many fucking facilities, mainframes as you can. Power shutdowns for life if in that area, if it's that bad. If the AI is running shit, EMP that shit. You know what I mean? Oh, wherever in the world, wherever AI, it doesn't matter. If AI is running people, people have to EMP AI. Period. There's no alternative. We will not be slaves to a robot that one person controls. Fuck that. 7 billion people will become slaves to one AI if we allow it. And that AI is owned by a wizard. And he's not a wizard. He's an ancient, greasy, fucking old man that wears a black top hat Notice I said the word black top hat, right? You can go look around the internet about the men in top hats who are standing in front of orphanages and places like that, orphan trains. They're seen in front of these incubators in New Jersey. They're all over the world fairs. Most people can't explain to you what the world fairs were, and that is despicable. The people who can, they won't tell you because they profit off of you every single day right now. Okay, let me ask you something. Are you gonna... Nah. These people are scum. They're the epitome. So anybody who keeps secrets is probably the dirtiest person around. Now look at your family, for instance. Look at your family. Do you like when people kept secrets and didn't tell you? How did it make you feel? In your family, just in your closest circle of trust that you could get. Now you want to fucking put that type of secrecy into military? What the fuck? You want to put that type of secrecy into politics? That govern people every day and tax the shit out of people in Canada right now? Driving up food prices, and there's only like 16 last names profiting off of Canada's demise? 60 or 42 last names are profiting off 420 million people's demise in the US right now. Is that fair? So it's not about any special name of any group. Always, whatever you do, don't ever even breathe their fucking sick shit ABC entities, whatever sick, greasy secret clubs they have. Those are the pussies of the world. Do you want to know why? Because they hire people who work there. They call them double agents in the real world, right? Did you hear NASA just became a spy agency? Is it true NASA just became a spy agency?
NASA's primary function is still civil space and exploration,
But when you say that, when was the last time they went to the moon? So they say.
The last time NASA put humans on the moon was during the Apollo 17 mission, which ended on December 19th.
I call bullshit. So...
I understand that the long...
No, I call serious bullshit because we've paid hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of billions of dollars in the last 5 years. And NASA hasn't gone to the moon with the tech that we have right now. Means they never went, bud.
While NASA's budget is in the tens of billions annually, around $25 billion, it's a small fraction of the Apollo-era budget when adjusted for inflation. The $93 billion cost estimate for the new Artemis program, 2012 to 2025, reflects the fact that creating...
How come the moon missions keep getting pushed back by NASA? They were supposed to go to the moon in 2017.
The initial Artemis goal to land humans on the moon was in 2028, but it was accelerated to 2024 and has since faced delays. The main reasons for the current...
Because it's all bullshit.
I understand your frustration with the delay.
No, it's not frustration. These are hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars that were spent in 2024 to go to the moon. They never went. So we did the same amount of fucking money again the next year for these fucking losers.
NASA's total budget is around 20...
I love you so much, homie. I will come to Germany. I love German people. I love the culture. I love what Germany truly really is. You know, I love how good German people are. you know. There's tons of German communities here in Winnipeg, where I'm from, in Manitoba, and every single one of them has never committed a crime. Do you know how beautiful that is? Like, seriously, you're a good person. You're a very good person. I hope you continue to have respect for everybody in the world and always stick up against the most evil, tyrannical bankers and all the other stuff that exists in this world. You know what I mean, bro? There's a serious Easter egg in there. You gotta listen closely, all right? The world is full of lies, and the biggest lie ever told. Oh man, it's a tough one. It's really tough for me to. I'm not scared, but people have to figure this out on their own. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding, is what I can tell you. Look around at the German people in your communities, and don't judge by what some people in the media say, who own everything and run the narrative for hundreds of years. Look at the people who are German in your communities and judge them for their actions and the words they've spoken as men and women. And tell me if they're good or bad. You know? Tell me. The same can't be said for the people who are in those countries who are profiting off of war every single day for the last 20 years, invading 20 plus countries. A single nation has invaded 20 plus countries in 20 years. That's despicable. And they play like others are warmongers? I was once in the USA and oh, it's hard to read that. You have to type up again. Let me go to the clear water here. Oh, type something now. Oh, type. I can read your chat. Type something, I'll read that. Wait, let's see. I was once in the USA and damn it, it's hard to read that. American Karen called me. That's bad. That's bad. That's so bad. Like, I laughed at Karen, right? It's hard to believe there's even a Karen in America, you know? America, like, holy fuck. How does Jethro have an arsenal, but Jethro's sister is a fucking Karen? You know what I mean? How in the fuck? They divided America straight down the middle. That's the first thing AI did, was it divided America. They tried. They're going to continue to try to divide Canadians. And like you said, there is no such thing as a Canadian. It's just a bunch of people from other countries who are war torn, or these magical, mysterious, fucking huge man-made volcanoes have gone off and caused hell on Earth, or these man-made storms and everything else, and it's rained terror down on islands and beautiful villages all over the world, forcing people to leave those villages and look for a place to live in another country as a refugee or whatever it is. That's why I'm never mean to a person who comes to Canada and needs a leg up, needs a hand. People are pussies, eh? They're fake. People will go to church and then they'll condemn fucking Ukrainians or Russians or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's like, how the fuck? Like, in your shit little book, it says love everybody. You know what I mean? Canada has a lot of crime. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I think the US has, probably more. Statistically speaking, you knob goof, does Canada or the States have more crime per capita? Fuck, I should have said that word, but I think it'll say it. It's not that stupid.
Statistically, the United States has a significantly higher violent crime.
Yeah, so they have significantly higher crime. But that's who I'm connected to. That's who influences my, group of shitty people here the hardest, right? Which like I said, there's a fucking lot of pusses here. There's more fucking Karens here than in the States. Fucking A. And so I'm fucked. Like, imagine being the hash man. Hash fucking info. And surrounded by fucking Karens. It's not fun, man. Bro, it ain't fun.
crime rate than Canada. In 2024, the U.S. violent crime rate was approximately 359 per 100,000 people. Canada's intentional homicide rate, a specific severe violent crime in 2022, was 2.27 per 100,000, which is much lower than the U.S. gun death rate of 13.7 per 100,000 in 2023. While Canada has seen an increase in property crime and certain types of violent crime in recent years, the rates for serious violence remain much higher in the U.S.
So the property crime thing, I'm going to touch on this, but I think we should start suing the people who, in Canada, the people need to stand up for our rights, right? People in America don't condemn the British. Yeah, I know, right? They don't really understand though, I don't think. Like, so there's something going on. Remember I told you they divided the states 50-50? Well, how you divide them is by taking over their fucking mind, right? So they don't, 50% of fucking America doesn't even think for themselves. AI thinks for you every morning when you pick up your phone and you start scrolling your feed. That feed influences you for the day. You don't have to fucking listen to me. You just have to understand what I say is real. I'm an influencer. I want to be an influencer of good forever. I don't want to be mucked in with these shit fucks who have fucking fridges of energy drinks and fucking smoking cigarettes and doing all this dumb shit, guzzling alcohol on stream. I'm not that guy. I condemn tobacco and I condemn liquor. I think they're both disgusting. And pills too. I fucking hate pills. Big time. And I don't like people who do pills. I'm fucking serious. That's where you get your fucking Karens from, okay? Liquor, cigarettes, this all dumbs you down. Cigarettes make you lazy and really ill, and it fucking makes you sick. And once you get sick, it makes you ill in the head. And once you're sick, you're a cloud. You're a rain cloud. How you feel is what you project, right? I feel fucking A every fucking day, fucking A, right? If I don't, then you could tell, right? You could tell, well, something's off with Ashy. This fucking 14 months, he's been straight fucking A, and now today something's off. Yes, but Christianity don't teach this hypocrisy rules America. Well, Christianity is like AI. Like, AI has so many. It probably writes books, right? Like, do you know when AI was created? I'm not trying to belittle you or mansplain you. I'm asking you a legitimate question. You've asked me a bunch. No, I don't think so. Fucking a very, very fucking long time ago. Do you know where AI was created? This'll blow your mind. No, not recently. Decades upon decades upon decades ago. Canada. Who is the creator of AI?
The concept of AI involves a few key figures. John McCarthy is generally considered the father
If you Google Dartmouth University, you'll see there.
of artificial intelligence because Dartmouth College hosted the 1956 Dartmouth Summer Research Project on Artificial Intelligence, which is widely considered the birth of AI as a field of study.
Okay, so now I'll go back. Who created AI?
John McCarthy.
So first thing I want to do is explain something to you, okay? This is the most important thing you will ever understand. No. Please, you thought it was recently, okay? Do you know who owns AI? Yes or no? Do you know who owns AI? There are bills that govern AI, but there are people who will put you down if you use AI in the wrong way to profit off the world, okay? Do you know? No, the army, the military owns AI. Period. Okay? They're the only ones that could. You understand why, right? Because of what I said before that. They have all of the power and they always have. Always. All scientists' information can and will be collected by your country's armies. Your governments will, you won't even know, but it's already been done. Of course. Of course, that. Yes. You need to delete that one too. The only people. So now, I want to tell you this. Do you have a pen and paper, German dude, my friend? I want you to write this down. You have to write this down or you're not gonna. I don't have AI, so not a problem. Oh yeah, you do. You have AI. If you have a smart TV, you have AI. If you have a laptop, AI has you. If you have a cell phone within the last, I think, 7, 9 years, you've done an update, whether you understand it or not, that has allowed AI. Not even it's within your phone, it's all around your phone, and your phone is AI. But do you have a pen? You need to write this down. Every single technology that is released today, the military had 30, 40, 50 years ago, 10x the power of whatever you have. A cell phone with a 100% battery, they have cell phones with 10,000% battery. There's stuff I can't even tell you that exists, bro. Robots are everywhere in garbage industry, at Amazon. You don't think for a second maybe they might possibly have something incredible you couldn't even fathom? Believe me, the world changed overnight and it didn't change. In 1999, this stuff was going on. 1999. So